So this is the third year we have planned and hosted the DNweekeND Festival. So DNweekeND Festival 2016, taking place in Doncaster Town Centres in indoor and outdoor spaces. This year we decided to partner up with the St Leger Festival, which is of course associated with the famous racecourse and St Leger Festival races in Doncaster. What we wanted to do with the third DNweekeND was apply things we've learnt from the first 2 years. So we had a bit less funding to play with this year, but we have wonderful partnerships to build on as we put in place the programme for this year's festival. And of course this year marked our first year as part of the National Without Walls Associate Touring Network, which means that we can draw on an extraordinarily rich array of high quality outdoor street performances to bring to the festival. So very exciting year in terms of trying lots of new things, but also learning from what we've done in previous years. One of the things we did differently this year was, rather than open all of our venues on the Friday afternoon, we had one launch event in Doncaster Marketplace, which was the Great Big Dogco. It was originally commissioned by Yorkshire Festival for the Tour de Yorkshire finish line earlier in the year, and we created a special version to launch the DNweekeND with local actors, a choir, various performers, and of course a big 20-foot high Donco puppet, which is a wonderful mythical creature created by artists and communities all across Doncaster. Donco has already entered into local legend and has become one of the defining symbols of the whole Right Up Our Street project. People love the Donco wherever it goes. It just brings a smile to people's faces. So I'm very pleased that we were able to launch the DNweekeND with our legendary giant duck. This year we, for the first time, planned and curated the festival with our brand new team of community associates. So we're now entering our new 3-year phase of Right Up Our Street, which takes us up to 2019. And as part of that, the community associates will be working very closely with me and our partners to programme all events across Right Up Our Street, which includes the DNweekeND. And in the lead up to this year's festival, we went on a visit to other festivals, we've seen other outdoor work, and that helped inform our choices in terms of some of the work that we've invited, not just to this year's festival, but we're already thinking ahead to 2017. So this year for the DNweekeND, we focused down on 3 venues, which we called the Market of Marvels, which is the Marketplace, the House of Sound, which is Doncaster Mansion House, which is a beautiful town centre mansion house, only one of 4 in the country. And we continued our partnership this year with the Waterdale Centre as well, which has now been rebranded the Village at Waterdale. So we called it the Village of Dreams. We were delighted to bring Company Chameleon to the DNweekeND this year with our outdoor piece of Man and Beast, which performed in Marketplace. Company Chameleon are an internationally successful contemporary dance company, and this shows very visceral, athletic exploration of masculine friendship, violence, identity and camaraderie. We also had Trolleys from C12 Dance Company, which again, very athletic, high-energy dance piece with shopping trolleys. They performed in the pouring rain twice on the Saturday. Alas, we weren't lucky with the weather this year, but nonetheless the programme all happened. We had other lovely smaller pieces with this year, like Bees, Economy. We had Gandini Juggling, doing beautifully synchronised and intelligent juggling choreography performances. And Plunge Boom doing their act Smoke, with a sort of smoking man walking around the area. But it wasn't always just about visiting acts. As always, the heart of the DNweekeND Festival has and will be about commissioning local artists and returning artists from outside of Doncaster to make new commissions, working in partnership with local spaces and local businesses. For example, we had Nina von der Werth returning to Doncaster after her highly successful pub dance tour, creating a piece for a local furniture shop. It was set on a double bed and it was based on local people's experiences of dreaming and what they dream about in bed, and it had this wonderful verbatim soundtrack over a beautiful 20-minute dance piece. There was quite a heavy emphasis on cultural diversity and the stories of refugees and asylum seekers. So Rita Macalo and Instant Dissidents did a piece about dancing with strangers. Rita had been over to research dances which she was taught by refugees and asylum seekers in Calais. and then she teaches that dance to the members of the public by proxy, and also local artist Les Monaghan also did a photographic exhibition working with local refugees and asylum seekers. Continued the theme of putting yourself into other people's shoes with the wonderful walking holding, which I've been keen to bring to Doncaster for a few years. The artist Rosanna Cade worked with local participants, and it's a one-on-one audience experience where you walk hand in hand with a diverse range of people around, in our case Doncaster Town Centre. And the feedback from people who both took part as performers and as audience members was it was very life-enhancing, very relaxing, liberating, joyous experience. So a really nice mix of intelligent work and hugely entertaining work this year. So we're already looking at the programming for DNweekeND 2017. We're keen to develop and continue the partnership with the St Leger Festival. We're also going into our second year of partnership with Without Walls, so already I and the community associates have seen work that we would like to programme. And we are looking at not just having a DNweekeND next year, but having a preview weekend, which would be early in the summer. So we will bookend the summer with a preview for the DNweekeND and then the actual DNweekeND. And through Right Up Our Street, we're looking to develop a brand new town centre team in partnership with the Docopolitan, so that we will develop further our town centre audiences and the diversity of local people who are involved with programming and supporting the DNweekeND and our year-round activity of work.